So this is a recording, this is a little test recording here. It's got a face follower on it, that is really cool. So this thing keeps following my face. Somehow, a little square anyway, I don't know what the hell it does. I suppose it makes focus and so forth. Good stuff. Anyhow, so this is just a test to make sure I can get this stuff off the camera and into the computer. But maybe I go ahead with a little bit more, as I found that I can cut it, which is crucial. So this is a response to modern mystics. There will be a future, whatever it is. Yes, there will be a future #2. Basically, the first thing to say is that the output of one's own hands, one's own voice, one's own digestive system, perhaps one's mind, in a limited, somewhat limited way, one's mind belong to that person quite naturally. But if I use tools, if I use means of production, amplifying means of production which amplify my ability to produce things, like tools and machines, employees, factory buildings, that kind of stuff has a social belongs in part to the whole society, not just the entrepreneur. Perhaps the entrepreneur invests significantly in it from his own savings, but ideally everything that he owns, that's used for amplifying his production capability beyond his own hands and voice, should really have a social component to it. Not to mention the materials he uses, as most of the materials on Earth, if they belong to anyone, obviously belong to everyone. Maybe a little more to the people nearby than to the people far away. It's not so different from how it is, but everything we take from the earth depletes something for the rest of the world, and so has a social cost, and should have a social ownership, partially. How to divide that so that the minerals on my own land belong somewhat more to me than to everyone, sure. That's important. Finder's fees. If I discover gold, then I have enriched society as well as myself, and ideally I should get something for that, commensurate perhaps with the risk I've taken and the investment I've made. And society should have something from that, whether it's taxes or whatever.